Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This will be the first episode of the new series that I'm doing where I talk about different movies. As you can see, based on the title, we're talking about sPlay, the 2019 film. Going into this movie, just forget everything you knew about Chucky before because this is completely different. Completely. We don't have the possession of the doll like we're used to, so this again a completely different movie. Okay, I know a lot of people were mad about this film, like everybody has spoken except for one person, I will not name, who thought the movie was okay. But me, who grew up on Chucky, the old Chucky, the one with the scar, the killer Chucky, who just like to kill because it's fun. Not this one. Okay, so our movie starts off with this warehouse. This dude is basically, from his see, you can see him overwork him, just stressed out and can't bother. His superior just slap him in the face for nothing. The dude gets upset and decides to say, you know what, F it. I am going to take off all the safety points of this doll. So whatever happened, happened. So if do all of that, create the doll, and strangely enough just jump through the window and kill himself. So Andy's mom, her name is Karen, but I just call her Andy's mom. She works at the store that the dolls sell. Please to note that Andy is an old enough child. I'm not sure why he would want a doll, but anyways, his birthday was coming up and she decided that she will get him one of the good guy dolls. Sorry. A lady who brought back this one specific doll because his eyes were a different color. His eye was blue and she didn't want them. Okay, so she took the doll and went to this guy who usually is the one that like stocks the stuff, and she asked him like, what happened when people bring back defective dolls? He's like, usually they bring them back to the warehouse and pretty much get rid of them. So she pretty much blackmailed this dude to have him sell her the doll for little or nothing.
How's your wife, by the way? Can I have it? Give it to me. Oh, and I'm taking it. Okay. There you go.
So Andy came home, seen his mom and her boyfriend make it out. It got totally disgusted. You can see that they really don't like this dude. His name is Shane. I think it's Shane. He ended up going back into the hallway just to kill time because obviously he doesn't want to be in the house with the mom and her boyfriend. And that's where he meets the one black cop. Well, he's not the one black cop, but he's the main person and he's the cop and he's black. Anyways, his mom lives there, so he come there like once a week to have dinner with her and end up meet him. Please remember this black cop is somewhat important. Andy ended up getting the doll from his mom like a couple weeks before his birthday because she said that he was in a bad mood and she wanted to cheer him up or whatever. And again, Andy's an old enough kid. I have no idea why he wanted a doll. Which he said he didn't. He actually said he didn't want the doll. It's for younger kids. But his mom or whatever said, so take it. Turn on the doll, which was actually twitching. I don't know, but I guess because his mom realized she get it cheap, she's like, whatever. And they were trying to connect him to the TV, but they realized that they have to upload to the cloud so he can learn stuff before he can know how to connect to the TV and stuff. Like, believe me, he can connect to any single thing because that's how they created them, so they can run like your car, they can clean the house like with the machine, like just connect to other things. It'll be like Siri, right? Yeah, it'll be like that. So him going to give the doll a name, right? After him already introduced himself, he's gonna get a doll a name. And him said the name and I was like, no, like, okay, I'm Chucky. And he's like, the doll? That's not what I called it. Anyways, the doll. Look at that one dog. The doll ended up naming himself Chucky. There's this one scene that is so creepy. Like, I got this Twilight vibe when Andy was in his bed sleeping and I'd wake up to like Chucky just staring at him. Like literally just watching him sleep. And then him going to this song that looks, I'm not gonna say stupid. Okay, stupid. It's stupid ass song. That he kept saying over and over. I was like, at this point in time, how do you not throw this doll out your room? Anyways, so they realized that Chucky can swear and do all of these things that he's not supposed to do because they put on the safety features so they won't go berserk. Andy and Chucky was in the hallway. Andy came up with the idea that he wanted to scare the mother's boyfriend. So it happened that Chucky cursed and the two kids, there were these two kids who ended up turning his friends. They were coming along down the hallway, anyways, they were coming down the hallway and overheard Chucky, and they were like, wait, is he supposed to do that? That's kind of weird. And anyway, they formed that friendship because of that, the one thing, the dog being able to swear. So they started spending more time together. So there was this one part where Andy and Chucky was playing in his room. This game around the table, and an item fell off the table. It landed near the cat, and Andy went and take it up, and the cat scratched it like really freaking bad. There was blood everywhere. So Chucky saw that. His eyes did this red twitching thing. I was like, whoa. So Andy went out to get something to stop the blood. When he come back, he heard the cat and scream, come back to see Chucky. I choked the crap out of this cat. So he quickly grabbed Chucky no, you can't do that, you can't hurt anybody, you can't hurt the cat. He's tell him he's his best friend and he don't want to see the earth. I was like, this is where I draw the line. Because first of all, the doll isn't supposed to do that. But anyways, I guess he just put it at the back of his mind and just say, okay, Chucky's just different, so it's fine. Let's not overreact. If just choke out the cat one, that doesn't mean anything, right? Right. So it happened that there was this another scene where after he had scared the boyfriend ran and complained to the mother, which ended up confiscating Chucky and put him in this cabinet, which obviously Chucky didn't like. We all know that Chucky by now is already going psycho. And so even after Andy's explaining to his mom, don't put him in the closet, he doesn't like that, she don't care, blah blah blah. So Chucky spent that whole night in the cabinet thing, right? So after he came home from school though, and he realized that the place that Chucky was in, the door, the cabinet, the little glass thing was broken, and he was like, shit. Walking down, him see blood, and there was the cat. Chucky had killed the cat. Seriously. It's not funny. What do you do at a moment like this? So anyways, him cleaned it up and him got rid of the cat. And it happened that his mom came and she was asking, have you seen the cat? He's like, oh, you probably left the door open, you probably got out. Wait, at this point, do you tell your mom that the doll that you gave me killed the cat? So after Chucky killed the dude's cat, right? He's such a bastard. He literally stayed in the corner of his room, playing the noise that the cat made when he was killing him. You tell me though, really? It was just so creepy. Oh my god, at that point, how do you not destroy this thing? So mom's boyfriend, the douchebag, he was in the bathroom taking a piss, and there is Chucky just started playing this, and he did say something calling him a asshole or whatever, probably not that word exactly, and frightening him and him end up peeing on himself. So him think Andy put the doll up to it, or pan grab Andy, run into his room, throw the doll into the corner, grab Andy, throwing him on the bed. If you got something to say to me, be a man. I was like, dude, it's a kid, like, seriously? Right in front of Chucky at that, screaming at him, telling him like if him have a problem, come tell it to your face, blah blah blah. Anyway, him come out, slam the door, and you know, starting to vent. Please to know that Chucky's taking all of this, you know, him can't deal with it, him can't just leave him and his mother alone. They'll be okay, be better off without him. So anyways, the mother and the said boyfriend, because she's like, if you have a problem, come to me, don't take it out on him, like come to me and I'll talk to him. So he end up leaving back, going home, and Chucky went on his van, right? So this is where you find out that the douchebag is actually married with kids. Not surprised there. So, which is weird, they were taking down the decorations in the night. I don't know why, but I guess, is that a thing? He was on the ladder climbing up, taking down the Christmas decoration, where the ladder kind of shake. So he was like, even think out, what do you think it was? Like, what do you think it was? A raccoon. I was like, okay, kind of raccoon. So it happened that the ladder shook again, and he fell off, like landed on his feet, like on his feet, and you saw the bones protruding at the side. Like, I felt that. Fell down, and here comes this little toddler-sized doll running up to this man with his knife. I used to kept that from like the original story, keeping with the knife thing. So he's like on the dude, Shane, what's his name, Shane? Whatever, the douchebag. And there comes the plowing machine, like coming toward his face. So he's on the ground, because obviously he can't move, because his two legs are broken. I don't know how come anybody from inside never heard the commotion, but they didn't. So he's laying on the ground, holding up the thing so it doesn't chop off his face. And here comes Chucky on top of him with the doll, just slicing away until, like, you know, obviously his hand's going to fall. So the thing happened to just tear off his face completely. So next day now, Andy wake up. I just walk past the face, because he basically skinned his face and put it on, like, I think it was a melon. Put it on a melon. So him got past it, go through the door, it's like it just clicked, like, what the frig? Come back and actually see it. I realized that Chucky was the one who did it. And he's like, no, I didn't mean for you to do that. So he quickly called the two friends, the girl and the guy that I spoke about earlier, who like Chucky because he's sore and all these things. Help him to and wrap it up in like it was in a gift wrap. They wrapped it up in a gift wrap. So come them are gonna forget throw it in the trash chute. Here comes his mom. She's like, what are you not, why are you still here? Why are you not at school? Oh, I have diarrhea, whatever. She's like, okay. She's like, what is that you have? He's like, oh, it's a present for the cop. Remember the black guy's mom? He told his mom that it was for the cop's mom. She's like, oh great, let's go give it to her right now. I'm like, shit. So they go and they knocked on the door, and the black lady, she was like really happy. And he's like, oh, let's not open the present until next week, because next week is my birthday. And she agreed to it. Like, okay, let's open my present on your birthday next week. Anyway, she put it in her house. So he now have to figure out how the hell it go get the head from out of this woman's house, right? So now Andy and his friend came up with the idea. Well, they basically figured out, you know, they really had to take down this doll, because he's not only swearing and killing cats, he's killing people. So the three of them have to take down this toddler-sized doll. Like, he was like probably this big. The three of them jumped. It looks so ridiculous. The three of them had to jump the doll, and they took out the thingy in his chest. Would it be the battery? It was the battery. They ended up taking out the battery out of his chest. And of course, instead of smashing the doll, they just throw him in the trash chute again. They really like this trash chute. I don't know why. So it happened that They thought they got rid of the doll or whatever. So they have this creepy ass maintenance dude. Like, really disgusting. He ended up finding the Chucky doll and decided we're gonna fix it together. Fix it up back. So actually did fix up back Chucky, and this is where you realize that him have cameras in everyone's house, like in their bathroom. He's like that creep. So I bring back Chucky, and Chucky ended up killing this dude like on the. It was actually, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. But did he deserve it? He kind of did. But anyways, Chucky came back, started slicing his legs, right? So it can't, because remember I said Chucky can't connect to everything, and I think their save actually got an upgrade because he could do this thing with his finger, use his finger to like connect to anything now. So him connect to everything down there already, and him shut off the lights, and like he keep twitching it every time and cutting up the man. So him there one, he shouted like, it wasn't Siri, I don't remember the name that he called, but he's like, turn on the lights, and be like, there is something blocking the signal. This is what he's doing. So anyways, him cut up the man and him jump up on the table because obviously something down there cutting him up. So he needs to go on higher ground. Him grab one, and there's like these iron pipes that controls the water. I would guess that's what it does. It controls the water. And him standing over like a saw, a deck saw. A deck saw. That's what it's called. A table saw. And he was holding on to the pipe. So at this point the pipe is getting really hot, and of course go let go because the temperature is like over 100 degrees, right? So if let go, dropped thing, so they like cut off a leg like down there, got cut off. But anyways, nice, we got the rid of. So Chucky put back himself in the doll, in the box, sorry, in the box that he came in, because this dude was planning to sell him, right? So anyways, gifted himself. So that you have this little black dude, this little boy, I keep saying, why am I describing the characters like that? But this little obnoxious black boy, it just gifted himself to that kid, because you gonna realize why after. So remember I told you that the little crazy maintenance that have cameras in everybody's house. It happened that Chucky overheard the Black Ops bomb saying that Andy is her best friend. So you know, Chucky goes like, alright there, just keep that in mind right there. Okay. His friends went to the same store that his mom worked, right? Because remember they already think they got rid of Chucky. So they saw one of the other two kids they used to hang around with. This is an obnoxious kid. So, so it ended up seeing one of the buddy dolls, and then he realized it's actually Chucky, because they think come over to Andy be like, let me tell you this, if I can't have you, nobody else can have you. And I'm like, this dude, this doll is acting like those little obsessed boyfriends, you know. Anyways, him started trying to, some tussle happened, like he pushed down the Chucky doll and the little black kid. Him come and start fight Andy now, and I say just jealous because you ruined your doll and I have mine. I'm like, dude, it's a doll. But anyway, they started fighting, right? Fisting each other, and he was whooping his ass. Then everybody come and start drag Andy, like the two friends, them, the girl and the guy who Andy used to hang out with. Him end up push the dude, like push him off by him, and him end up lick him head on a speaker, I think it was. So because of it, those of them kind of followed. So after, because of the tussle happened, they end up picking up each other's phone by accident. So his mom came and brought him home and stuff, and I shot him a try to tell her, I say, hey, Chucky is still alive, Chucky is dangerous. Obviously she's not going to believe him. She's like, because it's a doll, like why would I believe that this doll is going around and hurting people? So Chucky now decides to him go after the police's mom. So the cop, right? Him decides him mom wanted to go to bingo and he's like, let me take, she's like, you know, I already ordered one of those drive yourself cars. So the car is already on its way. You can just use your phone and direct where you want to go and it brings you there. You don't have to drive anything like that. So it happened that Andy, because you remember you can use your phone and say where your doll is and stuff like that, and he had the kid's phone, the little obnoxious kid, track which paw Chucky was, and that's why he realized that Chucky was going after the cop's mom. Trying to go there, him actually see her driving out and he was waving to her, like trying to stop her, but she just think the kid was waving to her, just waving to him drive. To show how disgusting Chucky is, it makes sure she reach her destination, reach right at the bingo place before he decides to stop, mess with the car and reversing. And then this really crazy scene happened. And Chucky end up crash the car, right? And end up stabbing this lady. Like, I'm like, all this because he's obsessed with Andy. But anyways, him killed the lady. The cop came and find his mom there crying because they know him definitely forgot who the hell killed his mother. Okay, so this is where now this is the release of the new body dolls. Like you have the blonde one, you have the furry looking one, the furries. So everybody's there for the opening. Oh yeah, and the cop, they found the hen. And the black cop remember the wrapping paper that they wrapped it in? Him recognized it as the one at the house and started to think that, oh shit, and he was the one who actually killed his mom. So hi guys, I had completely forgotten about this scene. So it happened that Andy was invited for dinner at the cop's mom's house, and during dinner he came up with a plan and ended up stealing back the the head. So that I forgot to put that scene in. Sorry about that. End up I go over to the opening now to arrest him. So now Andy's there. Oh yeah, by this time, you know, his two friends them realize that Chucky is actually the doll that the obnoxious kids have. Like that's the real Chucky. So them know actually I forgot help Andy. So at the opening now when everything just starts going crazy. The mascot, like Chucky basically sliced his neck while he was wearing the thing. So imagine you as a kid, you're there at the opening, this mascot takes off his head and blood just right in your face. So he's not dead, surprisingly. Not dead yet. So everything, this is where, because remember that Chucky can go into everything, you can connect to everything, and everything in that store connects to something. So he's just connecting to the helicopters, or was it when they was connecting to drones, come on the screen. So Andy friend them find him and tell him say yeah, whatever they believe him, he needs to get out there. That's when everything just start go crazy. Like one of the drones them flying a smarty head and just started killing people. Everybody start running all over for them life. It was just crazy. So it happened that the black cop end up showing up there and find Andy handcuffing his mother, so you need to let him go. He's like, no, I'll do whatever I want, and cussing and battering and stuff. Tie him up there, and it end up that him get liquid, him get sliced, but I think it was a drone, him get liquid, and him did drop down dead. Not dead, but him did drop down. Anyways, so after that did happen, now they will try to get out of the place before Chucky can actually find them. And it happened that just when they're supposed to exit out through the door, there comes on the screen Andy's mom, Karen. Oh, your name is Karen. They're on the screen tied up. So you know Andy said, I forgot back. His friends are telling like, no, we have to go. I'm like, dude, that's his mom. He's taking for the season model. So anyways, him shut down the thing, run go back. They said so him gonna have to face Chucky on his own. Go there now. I wish that show like how the hell Chucky had managed to get this grown ass woman tied up, but of course they didn't. So Chucky end up licking with a bat, knock him down, and then come over him with the knife, right? Because you know Chucky's signature is his knife. He's like telling me him can't have him, nobody can have him, and he's like him can fix him, and then going with the knife and get ready to like slice him there. Then him sing this real, oh god, I hate the song so much. Started to sing the buddy song and distract Chucky a bit for lick him with over him head with the toy police car. So I'm like chucking him head with a toy police car. The same, there was this saw thing, this electric saw. Ran there trying to get to the rope because Chucky had his mom hang by her neck. Like, believe me, the lady's neck was the strongest ever, because I swear she was egging for a good while and she never did. Anyways, him trying to cut the thing same time. Chucky jumped on him back and there's this tussling in the hair. Please thought his mom did not die. Anyways, the rope ended up popping, right? Ended up popping. His mom fell on the ground. There's this still tussle there. It ended up that him stabbed up Chucky. I think that was it. But then Chucky changed to a next doll, and so him run come for like go after them, and that's when the black cop that we thought was dead ended up shooting Chucky right there. So all after that happened, you know, the big owner of the body dolls did a recall of all of them. But this is like, you know, that's not the end of Chucky. There is going to be another part, of course, because again Chucky can connect to anything, and I'm pretty sure right then and there never take anything to switch to another doll. But again, there's going to be another part more than anything. So that's the end of the movie. That's the end of Child's Play. If you would like to hear me talk about the previous Child's Play, I'll be happy to do so. Just leave a comment down below. Please remember to like and also subscribe. So until next time.